One thing I'll say about this COVID-19 ordeal is traffic on this main road that I'm coming off of has been reduced to basically nothing. So I can get to work really quick, and it's not that big of a deal. No big intro today. I'm friggin' beat. Day 22. Let's see how much I weigh. Last night, the baby somehow caught an ear infection, just not wanting to go to sleep, screaming at the top of his lungs. However, it feels good to be 191.6. What doesn't feel good is knowing that all of my clothing is falling off of me. These 36s that I'm wearing, like I'm literally about to walk right out of them. Meal number 1. Eat peanuts and a monster. Creature of habit day number X infinity. Good stuff. Now, onward to job number 1. Bro, it don't stop raining. Alright. The last customer that I had, I told her, I was like, yeah, I guess I'm going to have to go to lunch at a gas station and get some food. She was like, hey, why don't you go down to Kroger and get some food from there? That place is open. And I was like, damn, I didn't even think about that. I could go to Kroger and get some food. So what I got was green beans. This is close to 120 grams. Not a big plate. Kind of small. On top of that, I got some pulled chicken. Now, this is 16 ounces of chicken. I know that for a fact. This is close to 120 grams of green beans. And for the chicken, I got some Frank's Red Hot Sauce. Because I put that shit on everything. I put hot sauce on everything. I like it spicy. This Frank's Red Hot Sauce has 0 calories, 0 carbs. Chicken has 0 carbs. I'll have to figure out how many calories this is under 16 ounces. And the green beans, roughly 40 calories and 4 carbs. And that's what we're having for lunch. Grocery stores have good food if you're on the run. You can get it. Oh, and I had Mountain Dew too. Meal number 3. Jack Link's 100% beef original, 60 calories, 1 carb, and a Monstero. I feel really tired right now. Like I just want to go to sleep. This rain, getting in this warm van, the cold air outside. It's not even really cold, it's almost 60 degrees, but it feels cold to me. I like it when it's about 90. Alright, meal number 4. I'm running into this Jack Link's Wild Stick XXL. 280 calories and 4 carbs. That, and I'm having a monster. I am beat. I'm literally just getting off work. It is... What time is it? It's 9:34. Supposed to be off 2.5 hours ago. That job was terrible. I'll show in Google Maps where I was working and why it was so terrible. The customer was very nice. Just the situation sucked. So I'm going to cut this clip off a little short because it gets really dark and it was really loud and you really couldn't hear what I was saying. So basically what I had to do at this job, this is an aerial view on Google Maps of exactly the place that I was working at. The telephone pole is right here. And this road is on a hill, and you can see this bend right here as it goes across. People coming down this way cannot see anything. People coming up from the left side of the screen, they can't see anything either. So I had to have traffic control here and here, just so I could take the line from here across the street to this telephone pole. And then I had to cross his driveway, and this is a very steep hill. I actually had to walk all the way up here just to get into his yard because of how steep it was. But the line had to go from here all the way up to this pole right here. Now from that point, I had to attach it to the house, and the block where everything was connected went all the way down here. And that's the ending point. Now mind you, traffic going this direction can't see me until they get right up on me. And traffic going this direction, they can see me, but they can't see anybody over here. So if this person's coming down from the right and this person's coming from the left, they may wreck into each other, which is why I needed to have traffic control. Now this is all a 2-lane road on a hill in the pouring rain, and I had to put my ladder in the road right here just to get it, because all this over here, this is a cliff. That's a drop off. That's all just water down there. It falls down the hill probably about 100, 150 feet right into a cliff. And where this telephone pole was right here, this was probably about 50 feet higher than the tap was on this pole here. It was a little ridiculous. But after I did all that, after I got my line all the way up to that pole up there by the house, when I checked levels, everything was failing. Down here at the tap, there was actually a line problem. And a line problem means the signal issue. There was no good signal coming off of that telephone pole, so I had to turn it over. And I also had to finish this trouble stall that I had set up over here. It was ridiculous. Everything about this job was just hard and awful. The customer was very understanding, and he was a very nice guy. But if this could have been done during the day when it wasn't raining, it wouldn't have been that bad. But a downpour of rain, it started to get dark before I was done. Crossing that crazy street, needing to have traffic control, everything being on a hill, having to put my ladder in the street just to get up to the telephone pole, and do everything going uphill with 2 bump poles. That's a tough job. And that's why I didn't get off work until well after 9 o'clock. Day 23, and today is day 6 of my work week due to nobody being allowed to not work in my industry. So we're gonna see how much I weigh. I didn't have any dinner last night because I didn't get off work until after 10 o'clock. But anyway, make sure you like, make sure you subscribe, make sure you share this video. I'm gonna be weighing myself in just a second. Let's see if I'm below 191 today or if I'm still at 191. Let's take a look. 190.8. Hell yeah. Okay, so today I'm down to 190.8, and that is the lowest that I've been since November of 2018. Now, when I got all the way down there, my goal was like, hey, I want to keep on going, but that was right at Thanksgiving, which following Thanksgiving was birthdays, 5 to be exact, and then Christmas. So, and then we had the baby in February. So it was, kind of threw me off, everything. But it's March now. There's no excuse. So, day 23, I believe it's 23. I had to look, because I always get mixed up. Day 23, 190 pounds. I hit my goal. And we still got a week to go. Let's see how far we can take this in 30 days. All right, for meal number 1, same thing as always. We're going for the heat peanuts and a Monster to get the day right. Let you know, 290 calories, total carb of 9. There are 4 grams of dietary fiber, which means there's 5 carbs in this, and 10 calories and 3 grams of carbohydrates in my Monster. Now I want to say something. With all of this viral infection issues and all that, if you notice somebody is coughing and hacking and doing all sorts of things that could mean that they're sick, especially if they're a little bit older and they're in a store that you're going to, try to avoid touching the things that they touch. Give them a little bit of distance. And also, if they touch something that the person behind the counter touches and the person behind the counter doesn't immediately Purell their hands or clean their hands, ask them or let them know, hey, I'd like to scan this myself. Is it possible? Because if they have their credit card machine out in front, you can use the credit card machine without having them touch your card, and you can also scan your stuff, which is kind of what I did at the gas station that I'm at right now. The guy wasn't thinking about it, but he also didn't see that lady outside coughing up a lung, so I did. And I just told him, hey, that lady was coughing up a lung. Do you mind if I just scan this myself? If you can just kind of put your little scanner over here, and I'll sling the barcode underneath it. And that's what I did. He didn't have to touch my credit card because the machine was out in front. I used it, and I walked away. That lady paid in cash, so she didn't touch that thing either. The other thing that you should do if you're doing any type of work like me, you should have rubber gloves, kind of like the doctors have. Now this is just for this is real thin stuff, like for painters. It's the 3mm thickness nitrile disposable gloves. I use those whenever I go to a person's house that is older, especially if it's an older person. I probably would never show signs of any sickness, but that doesn't mean that I myself have not been contacted. The person in my county that was sick was an elderly person who lives in a retirement facility. I work in retirement facilities, so it's possible that I could get it and not show signs. So because of that, I wear the gloves, I Purell my hands all the time, hand sanitizer, whatever you call it, all the time, at least after every single job. Or if I touch something really dirty that I know is dirty, especially in this type of work, I'm touching lots of things that are dirty, that's what I do. So don't be afraid to say, hey, I do want these products, but I don't want you to touch them. Simple as that. And if anybody gives you pushback, you probably shouldn't buy stuff from that store. Just put it down and just leave. This is one of those times where, being clean is very, very important. And you don't want to spread something that is, that you could stop. So, yeah. So that's what I did. My shift is about to start in about 5 minutes, so I'm going to my first job, and I will see you for meal number 2. All right, Quest bar time. Meal number 2 with a Diet Mountain Dew. We got 200 calories and 4 carbs. Love these things. This is work day number 6. I'm about to head to a Easy Connect rescue. Oh boy. I just want to give a big shout out to the guy who thought this was a good idea. Go fuck yourself. Trash. I don't know, you can't put that in the bag, I suppose. I don't know. This isn't why I thought. This is stupid plastic. Please back up. Man, today was a long day, especially being the 6th day of the week. So for meal number 3, went and got some more Heat Peanuts, 290 calories, 5 carbs, and a 20-ounce Diet Mountain Dew. It's saying 10 calories, no carbs, so keep it that way. I really wonder, will I be less than 190 pounds tomorrow? The last time I was in the 180s, I couldn't grow a beard like this. I had sideburns and I had a thin mustache, but I could grow some chin hair, but nothing on the sides. Couldn't do it. So I'll say this: when I get down to 180 pounds, I'm going to shave all this off. All of it gone. Don't need it. My face will be thin enough. I don't need hair to make it look pretty. Maybe I'll see you later. Maybe I won't.